Hi everyone. I just want to do a quick video this time, and I'm not too sure I believe so much of the hype of inflation. And the question I have here for everybody is the rise of costs from inflation or just the elite wanting to make a bigger profit? And I consider myself open-minded, and I keep my eyes open and see around me, and what I see isn't what I hear. And I keep hearing inflation, inflation, inflation. Um, do I really believe in inflation? Of course. Is it really hitting us here in America that hard? I don't think so too much. I really don't, and I'm gonna go over why I believe I don't. I don't feel it too much. Of course, back in the day, Germany and Zimbabwe had the hyperinflation, so obviously, too much currency in the system destroys the value of money. And our government here in America is on QE3 infinity, and the money, they're billions of dollars they're spending a month to buy up the bad mortgages, the mortgage-backed securities, and the treasury bonds that nobody wants to buy. Unfortunately, that money's not going into circulation to add this inflation that we're all expecting to see. It's actually going to the elite and the banks, and they're actually throwing that money into the stock market, which is pretty much the reason why the stocks are at all-time high when the economy is as worse as it was, if not worse, back in the Great Depression days in the 20s. And it's just terrible. Job losses were over 800,000, and the jobs that they're creating are either temp jobs or some small underpaid value jobs that you can't even barely make a living on. There's no higher good quality jobs that they're making out there. As we all know, quit your job today and see how long it takes you to find another job that even pays close to what you're making now. It's virtually almost impossible. But inflation, why I don't believe inflation is as bad as they say, or I mean, not saying it can't be. I'm just talking about right now in today's world. Okay, I do not believe inflation has anything to really, maybe a little bit does for the food prices and the energy costs now, but I don't think it's anywhere near the reason why the prices are so high now. Within 2 years, I doubled. It cost me twice as much now at the supermarket to buy the food that I need. Same amount of food, twice the price. Okay, I don't think that's inflation, and I'll tell you why. First of all, other things I believe would be constantly going up with food and energy costs that are not, for me to be a true sign of inflation. One is clothes. I could still buy a shirt for $5, $10, no problem, in a lot of stores. Okay, sneakers I can still get for $20 to $30, as I did 10 years ago. TVs are cheaper than ever before. They're getting bigger, they're getting thinner, and becoming less expensive. Unless you're going for the newest technology like the 3D technology, then you're paying through an arm and a leg to get one of those. But throughout the years, TV prices are going down. So if we're really in inflation, why are certain things going down in price and others are going higher? Well, this is my theory. Number one, as we know, supply and demand increases prices. There's more people than ever before in this world, correct? Okay. I don't think they're making more food than ever before. They just gotta keep producing what they have more. And what I mean by that, meats, cows, they're pumping them up with so much hormones and steroids and all this other stuff to make them grow faster and faster for us to eat. There's more people now. Just about, say, majority of the world population eats meat. I mean, vegetarians are out there out of the population. Not too many, I don't believe. Mostly everybody I know eats meat. So, therefore, the demand for food is higher than ever. There's the price right there. The lead control, all that stuff. Of course, the farmers get their hands on it, but they all get invested into and the stocks. But the energy is where the elite really take over their profit sharing. And I believe, I heard, that if the United States did their own oil, it could be 99 cents a gallon. Companies could charge 99 cents a gallon for gas and still make money. Okay? Another reason why I don't believe fuel has anything, the rise in fuel has anything to do with inflation. Where I live, there's 4 seasons. Winter, which just passed us by, which was the most brutal winter we had in many, many years. And then you have spring, which we're in now. Prices are starting to rise. Then you have summer, which fuel prices are the highest. And then you have fall, which the prices start decreasing. And then winter, which is usually the cheapest in fuel. Now, if you caught what I was saying about fuel prices, inflation doesn't care what season it is of the year. Inflation is basically just based on paper currency in a system, how much is flowing around. Has nothing to do with seasons of the year. That's the elite controlling the prices. Okay? In the midsummer, it's going to be about 30 to 40 cents higher than it is in winter. Where's inflation? Ain't got nothing to do with that. It has all to do with the big boys wanting extra money because we travel more in the summer. We want to take our families around more. We just want to go for rides more, drive around with the windows down. Nobody wants to drive around with snow on the ground or it's 15 degrees outside. It's too cold. You want to stay in a warm home. So this is why the prices are cheaper. Everybody's driving as much. Who cares? People want to drive. Let's knock those prices up. And it's honestly, Exxon and all the other big oil companies are making like $2 to $4 billion profit every quarter. Okay? That's why the prices of fuel are so high. It's not because of inflation, it's because they're greedy bastards and are taking full advantage of something that we need to get around, to buy our foods, to go to work, and everything else. Okay? This is why they're really not inventing the electric cars. It's a joke out there, the hybrids and all that stuff. They have cars that can probably go around the world in one charge, practically. Well, I won't say around the world, but you get the point. I mean, more than 4 hours for sure. Okay, even Einstein probably had a car that ran on batteries that goes longer than the cars that do now today. But there's too many billions to be lost if every car was electric and they drove around for a week or even a whole day without being charged. Too much money lost. It's not going to happen, people. It's not going to happen. This planet would have to be just about gone. We can't breathe for something like that to happen. So that's why I believe fuel has nothing to do, or inflation has nothing to do with the rise of cost of fuel. Okay? Food too. More people, higher demand, a lot more. And these are the 2 things that we consume on a daily basis. We need it today, it's gone today. We need to buy more. Okay? TVs last for many, many years. So you don't need one every day, every week, every month, or even every year. Clothes, same thing. The shirt from work, or this undershirt I wear here, I could wear that for years as long as it doesn't fade out too much in the colors. That's why clothing prices haven't gone up. I could buy the same shirt $5 to $10 today as I did 10, 15 years ago. Sneakers too. Last for months. Don't need it on a daily basis. But food and energy, it's every day. So the lead is taking full advantage and are robbing us. And the governments are coming up with this BS saying it's inflation. And that's the only thing I believe in the Federal Reserve. When Ben Bernanke said that there's not enough inflation, I believe he's right. Not that I want inflation, it's just not inflation that's making these prices go up. It's the elite, greedy bastards that are making the prices up. Okay? That's what he was trying to hint at. So I don't buy into this. It ain't inflation. Okay, and by another thing before I leave, inflation with the paper currency, all the money printing that they came out with. I saw a video maybe 4 months ago, forgot exactly what it was. I think it was on Greg Hunter, that he was talking about that there was like, I don't know, I'll say $15 trillion electronically in our systems that everybody has in a bank account and stuff like that in a bank, but there was only like $10 billion of actual real paper fiat money existence. It was like 1/10 of what is in a system that we're supposed to have. That's rare. Paper dollars is rare compared to silver, gold. It's like in the world of precious metals, paper dollars is like rhodium. Very extremely rare. How many people actually got money? Out of all your wealth, how much is actually in cash? It's really not, is it? It's either in homes, cars, stocks, precious metals. Um, it's not in cash. It's in a bank account, savings account, your 401k, pension. It's all digital numbers. It's not real actual cash. And inflation is based on cash. Okay? This is another reason why I don't believe so much in this inflation. Okay? When that QE3, if it ever comes into the play, into our hands, then we'll see inflation. And then when I see things like clothes, or now used to be $10 a shirt, is now on sale for 25, 30. That's when I know. And an average car that costs about 20,000 base price is now 30,000 base price with no options added. Then I believe in inflation. Until then, it's all elite sucking our money out, making us more broke, so they get richer, which is why they pretend that they don't understand the prices at the supermarket, because of course they don't go shopping themselves, but they know because it's going in their pockets. They can't come out and say, oh yeah, the prices are really expensive. By the way, it's going in my pocket, so keep shopping. So don't believe that inflation stuff until everything goes up. Until those TVs that are an average of 700 go to 3,000. That's inflation. When everything goes up, not just something that we use every day. That's going into the elite's pockets. Everybody has your comments. I'll be more than happy to hear them. And hopefully everybody has a good day and enjoy.